Night in Bandung doesn't always feel peaceful. There are corners of the city that hold on to old memories, memories that refuse to disappear. In a historic school complex dating back to the colonial era, now known as SMA Negeri 5 Bandung and SMA Negeri 3 Bandung, a story has been whispered for generations. Students and night guards call her by one name, Nancy. Not a new legend, not just a student rumor, but a tale repeated across decades by security staff, workers, alumni, and nearby residents. Long before the buildings became classrooms, the complex was said to be part of a Dutch colonial residence, a grand house with tall windows, long corridors, and balconies overlooking a wide courtyard. According to local stories, a young Dutch woman named Nancy once lived there. She was known as quiet and withdrawn. When her family reportedly left during a turbulent period, she stayed behind for some time, alone in the large house. Too large, too silent, too empty. The story says she could not endure the isolation and ended her life inside the residence. There are no easy official records to confirm it, but folklore has a way of surviving without paperwork. Years passed. The residence was converted into a school. Bedrooms became classrooms. Balconies became hallways. The yard became an assembly field filled with students every morning. But not every presence was said to have left. Since the early years of the school's operation, strange reports began to surface, especially after dark. Older generations of night guards describe similar experiences, even though they worked in different decades and never met each other. The timing is often the same, after midnight, between 1 and 3 in the morning, when the air turns colder than usual. They report seeing a female figure standing at an upper window, still, upright, unmoving, pale face, European features, hair neatly arranged, clothing that looks old-fashioned, nothing like a modern uniform. She doesn't knock. She doesn't signal. She only looks down toward the courtyard, as if waiting for someone to arrive. One of the most repeated accounts comes from a lone security guard on duty during a long school holiday. Light rain was falling. The yard lamps cast moving shadows from the trees. During his patrol, he noticed a girl standing at a second-floor window. He assumed a student had been locked inside. Concerned, he rushed into the building and climbed the stairs to the corresponding room. The corridor was empty. No footsteps, no closing doors, no voices. Every classroom was locked from the outside. When he checked the window from inside, something made him freeze. The glass was covered in cold condensation, except for one area, a clear handprint from the inside. After that night, he asked to be reassigned. There are also stories from students who stayed late for activities. A few claimed they saw someone standing at the upper window, even after teachers confirmed all rooms were empty. Others saw nothing, but felt something. A sudden wave of sadness, heavy, unexplainable. Some described intense chills when accidentally looking up at the old windows, with the strange feeling that something was looking back. Not with anger, not with hatred, but with deep loneliness. That is what makes Nancy's story different from most ghost tales. She is not said to attack, not to chase, not to scream. She only appears and watches, as if she is still tied to what used to be her home, while the world around it has moved on. Among alumni, there is a half-joking, half-serious warning that still circulates. If you are there after dark and you see a girl standing silently at an upper window, do not wave, do not call out, do not hold her gaze too long, because according to the story, Nancy comes closer only to those who look back.